Hi, I'm Tristan, and welcome to the EdTech Teacher Podcast. In this podcast series, I plan to share with you my love of technology and hope that I can inspire you to try something with technology in your classroom today. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to Season 1, Episode 5 of the EdTech Teacher Podcast. We are so honoured that you have come back and you are joining us for Episode 5. That's right, we're up to Episode 5 already. Wow. All right, today on the show, we are continuing with our 6 awesome features of series, and today we are having a look at Microsoft Forms. If you haven't used Microsoft Forms before, you are really missing out on something special. It's another great product from the Microsoft ecosphere. Microsoft Forms is a really great application that allows you to easily create, administer, share, and analyze a range of surveys, quizzes, polls, and much, much more. It also beautifully integrates with a whole range of other Microsoft applications, and it provides you with a really, really great range of data that you can use to analyze your surveys, quizzes, polls, etc. So today, we're going to have a look at 6 awesome features of Microsoft Forms. All right, let's get started with awesome reason number 1 for using Microsoft Forms. With Microsoft Forms, you can create student quizzes using Microsoft Forms that auto-mark. That's right, auto-mark. What you can do with Microsoft Forms is pretty limitless. If you want to create a quiz to check student understanding, you can do it. You want to create a self-marking quiz or exam, you can do it. Microsoft Forms is a great alternative to use to replace those pen and paper worksheets and assessments of the 1985 era, as Holly Clark from the Infused Classroom would say. So if you're looking to create something interactive for the students to complete, an assessment to check out their understanding, a quiz, a survey, have a look at Microsoft Forms and the ability to self-mark and to auto-mark those responses to take another job away from you in your classroom with your administration of student learning. All right, let's move on to awesome reason number 2 for using Microsoft Forms in your classroom. Did you know that you can preview your form or quiz before you share it with your students or school community so that you can check that it functions how you intended it to function? This is a fantastic feature because I can tell you that I don't know how many times that I've created what I thought was a perfect quiz or survey, and it has contained some form of mistake or error. It's really easy to do. We're humans. We're going to make mistakes. But with the preview feature of Microsoft Forms, you can check out the quiz before you assign it, before you share it with your community, to make sure that it is doing what you want it to do. A great way to look less embarrassed when somebody finds that mistake and tells you about it. A great way to check and make sure that it functions how you intend before you share it. So previewing your quiz or form before sharing it is another awesome feature that Microsoft Forms has. All right, let's move on to awesome reason number 3. Another really great thing that you can do with Microsoft Forms is you can actually embed Microsoft Forms into OneNote for students to complete. Now, I am an absolute huge fan of Microsoft OneNote, and I love that you can embed a Microsoft form or survey straight into your OneNote document. This is fantastic because it eliminates the need for students to go outside of OneNote to complete the survey or quiz, and it allows you to make your content and your survey or quiz feel a little bit more integrated and relative to your particular unit by implementing and integrating it into OneNote. We're kind of streamlining that process between those different Microsoft applications and making it easier to use them and showing students how they all relate to each other and how we can use them in different ways. So embedding your Microsoft form into Microsoft OneNote, another awesome feature that you can do in your classroom. All right, we are halfway through our 6 awesome features of Microsoft Forms podcast episode today, and we are up to reason number 4. So did you know that with Microsoft Forms, you can actually customize the theme of your form to suit your organization or class cohort? That's right, you can actually customize the appearance of your survey or quiz for your school, if you've got school colors, your subject, if you've got a particular style, your year group. You can do so many things to customize the theme to make it your own. You can change colors. You can use some of the stock images that they have included in Forms, or you can upload your own. Forms comes with a range of images that you can use. You can use your own. Make it your own. Okay? Customize the theme to make the form what you want it to look like. It's another really awesome feature of Microsoft Forms. All right, I'm going to be honest that this is about take number 75,000 for this section of today's podcast, but we're moving on to awesome reason number 5. Did you know that you can export your results from Microsoft Forms into a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet? This is great for analysis or record keeping of your data. So just like you can with Google Forms, you can export your data to Microsoft Excel. It's great if you want to analyze your data, if you are tracking student achievement, if you are sharing information about students with colleagues or parents. It's great for creating graphs. It's great for anything that you need to do with your data. It's very versatile. There are lots of different ways that you can use it. And by sending it to Excel, you have a myriad of options to utilizing that data and doing something active and productive with it. This is another really great feature of Microsoft Forms that you can use in your classroom. And now onto the final awesome reason for using Microsoft Forms, and it's a reason that I have presented every time that I have recorded a Microsoft-related 6 awesome features of segment on the EdTech Teacher podcast. And that is that Microsoft Forms also has the Immersive Reader function inbuilt into Forms. So if you don't know what the Immersive Reader function is, it's a fantastic tool created by Microsoft to help struggling readers or students from EALD backgrounds, basically backgrounds that are other than English. And it provides them with an opportunity to be able to immerse in the content in a format that is useful and effective for them. So with the Immersive Reader function, you can customize the size of text, you can change the color, you can determine how fast the text is read, even with what sex the text is read in. You can change the language. So if you have a student from a particular country, you can set the language, or they can set the language in Immersive Reader to read the particular text in a language that is probably their first language that they know really, really well as they are learning their new language. So this is a really impressive feature from Microsoft, and it goes across the Microsoft ecosphere, which is fantastic. So it's something that I will continue to bring up every time I share one of these 6 awesome features of segments when it relates to Microsoft. So the Immersive Reader feature is another great, awesome, fantastic feature of Microsoft Forms. Well, that brings us to the end of our 6 awesome features of Microsoft Forms podcast today. If you would like to access and share the infographic that this podcast today was based on, you can just head to our website and download it for free. That's right, absolutely free, no charge whatsoever. Well, we are another episode down. We've just got 5 more episodes left in Season 1 of the EdTech Teacher podcast. Wow, boy, is time flying, and this journey is just getting started. Well, I am Tristan, and you have been listening to the EdTech Teacher podcast. I hope everyone stays really safe, and until next time, see you later. Thanks for listening to the EdTech Teacher podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or visit our website, www.theedtechteacher.net.